bad? Cool. Just, body's just kind of tired today. It's like we did, yesterday's class was like the legs. And we did the legs in here, and I was just like, 2 in a row, no. All right, welcome back to Pump. Hopefully not too sore today, feeling pretty good. If you're with us online, thanks for being here. A little bit about today's class. If you're in person, I always have the equipment you need on the board as well as the movements for the day. If you're online, all of that information is below the video you're watching right now. Today, what we have, first movement that we have is going to be push-ups. I guess I'll tell you about the format if this is your first time here in person or online. We'll have a 6-minute warm-up at the start. The workout for this class is we have 4 rounds total. Each round consists of 2 movements that we superset 4 times. So what that looks like is we'll do movement 1 for 30 seconds, right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. That's 1 set. Then we'll go right back into movement 1 for 30 seconds, movement 2. That's a second set until we get to 4 sets. That's 1 round, and then we'll take a little break and move on to round 2. Movements today. First one we have is push-ups. So we're going to do, like I said, first week we do a little bit more education on some of these. But first one with push-ups, we're going to make sure we're braced, which you already are. You can definitely tell. Nice bracing. So make sure you're getting that braced posture. So biggest thing with push-ups, we want to make sure we're able to activate our chest. So go ahead, roll those shoulder blades back and down, okay? Keeping those shoulder blades back and down, bring those hands out low in front of you. And with that position, try to think of squeezing your armpit into the body, almost, and then pushing those hands together. You should be able to feel that pec muscle right across the chest here activate a little bit. So go ahead and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Remember, you're thinking almost of like that inner arm pinching into the chest, okay? Pushing those hands together, okay? You can hopefully feel that engagement a little bit. That's the muscle we want to feel engaged the whole time we're doing push-ups, okay? We want more tension through the chest, less through the shoulder and through the tricep. So we're going to drop down onto our mat real quick. We're going to do a couple reps of this. But we're going to do kneeling, okay? So go ahead and drop down onto the knees. Hands, you want to make sure for push-ups are underneath the shoulders, okay, or the chest. We don't want them up by the face, okay? When the hands go high, when you go down, forces those elbows to flare wide, puts that strain into the shoulder. So when the hands are under the chest, it allows the elbows to come back at about a 45 degree, okay? So keep those shoulder blades backing down, that chest up. Think of that area that we just activated with the chest is on. Slowly lower yourself down, looking for that stretch in the chest, and then slowly press yourself back up. And do 3, 4, or 5 of those, focusing that tension here. Keep those shoulder blades backing down. Keep that chest up the whole time. Really pay attention. Where are you feeling that strain, okay? Is it in the shoulder? Is it in the chest? Feel free to take a break if you want. So that is the muscle we want to make sure is working when we're doing those push-ups. If you notice, when you press up, if you press too far, your scapula detach and the shoulders round forward. So don't go as far as you can push forward. We want to keep that position on that push, okay? Next movement we got, superhero squeezes, supersetted with flutters. So on this one, we're going to be face down, lifting the hands, the feet, squeezing, and then when you extend, doing flutters, okay? And then back into a squeeze. You get to choose your own ratio here as far as how many squeezes versus flutters you're doing. You want to do all squeezes, go for it. You want to do all flutters, go for it. You want to do 3 squeezes into 6 flutters, go for it. You get to choose your own ratio here for this, okay? Next one we got is going to be hinge rotation rows. So this one is going to be with our weights. If you're not as familiar with like the RDLs that we've been doing, feel free to take this one slow. Basically, you're moving into a hip hinge, okay, from here, and then as you come up, you're pulling, rotating the hands, squeezing through that upper back, coming back down, pull, squeeze, back down. So you're just getting a little bit of the RDL, but when you come up, rotating those palms up, flexing through that upper back, okay? If you're at home, feel free to either do that static hold, that static flex squeeze, or you can do those T squeezes, okay? Next one we got, so this one is a tricep. Again, ratios up to you here between these 3 movements. First one we got is mountain climbers. So in that plank, driving those knees up, okay? Next one we got is animal pose push-ups. So you go into an all-4 squat, extend forward, push-up, back into that all-4 squat. Last one is a T opener. So we're rotating through those feet, controlling, opening that twist, keeping those scapula strong, okay? Like I said, the ratio, you could do 6 into 4 into 2, 1 into 2 into 4, do all 1 or all 2 of them. It's up to you, what you're looking for today. Next one we got, controlled switch jumps. So this one, starting 1 foot in the front, 1 foot behind, jumping down, then exploding back up, jumping right back onto that step, alternating those feet, okay? Then back down, control it. When you land, let the muscle absorb that landing, okay? Don't land hard on the joint. Drop down into that squat and then power back up into that jump. Next movement is toe taps. So basically, you're just here alternating, jumping your feet. My ankles cannot hang until after a warm-up, so that's about as much as I'm going to show you there. Next one we have after that is controlled rolls. We'll do this one together real quick just because this one can be a little bit weird. We're going to sit on our mat. So there's a few levels to controlled rolls. Oh, and if you're at home and you don't have a step, feel free to turn those into squat jumps. And then toe taps you can do with anything. So controlled rolls, biggest thing is when we're in this position, we don't want that low back poofing out, okay? Pull that low back in, that chest up, those shoulder blades back and down, okay? What we're going to do is try to make as smooth of a roll as possible up onto the shoulders and back up. So we're going to roll here, control it back up into seated position, okay? That's level 1 of that movement. You want to make it a little bit more difficult. When you do your roll, when you come up, don't let those feet touch the ground, okay? And then reverse it back down into that roll. Try and make that roll as smooth as possible, but then regain that control at the top, not let that low back fall out, okay? And if you want more leg work, kind of a level 3, is when you do a roll, you can use your hands if you want, push up, jump, and then go back down, roll, and then bring that back up into a jump, okay? So you have those 3 different levels with that one as far as you want to do. Last one, we'll all lay down on our mat. So we're doing leg drops or leg flutters if you want. Biggest thing here is we're braced, pelvic floor is up and in, and that low back is pressed flat into the floor. So go and press that low back into the floor. You'll feel that core engage, If you release it, you'll feel the core relax. Press that low back into the floor, feel the core engage, okay? So feet will be up, low back's pressed into the floor. You're just dropping those legs as far as you can while maintaining that low back in contact with the floor. The second that low back is coming up off the floor, we're not going any lower. That's telling your body that's your stop point, okay? That's saying the core's not quite strong enough to stay engaged if you go any further. Hip flexors, other muscles, things like that are starting to take over for that movement. So only bring it down as far as you can keep that low back flat, engaged with the floor, okay? Questions before we warm up? All right, let's do it. Starting with those jumping jacks. Pelvic floor is up and in, that core is strong. Remember, only at about 40, 50% here. We're not overly pushing it yet. If you want to minimize that impact, you can be here and stop to those joints. Pelvic floor is up and in, that core is strong. Air squats, pushing those hips back and down, knees stay in line with those toes. Keep those glutes on. Weights even on the feet. Don't let those glutes shut off for even 1 second. Arches, feet are gripping the floor. Don't let those knees cave in. Stay in line with those toes. Marches. Think of trying to use that core. Put a little core crunch, a little core squeeze on that knee drive. Start to feel that core warming up a little bit. Lunges alternating. The arch is strong on that foot. Knees in line with that toe. Keep that front glute on. Stay braced. Good job. Arm circles, full range of motion. Try not to rotate that chest. Keep it squared to the front. Reverse, opposite direction. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that low back. Bend those knees to walk out into a push-up. Or you can do a few if you want. And then walking up into that stretch. Jumping jacks. We're into round 2 of that warm-up. Starting to pick up that tempo. Starting to move it quicker. Maybe 60, 70% effort. Stay braced. Air squats. Picking up that tempo and still keeping control. Arch is strong, knee in line, glutes are on. Marches. Remember, use that core. Don't lose that bracing. Lunges. Feel free to add a little bit of thoracic rotation at the bottom. Twisting towards the knee that's in front. Back to center. Nice. It's a controlled, slow twist. All things are still true though. Arch of that foot is strong. Knees in line with that toe. Glute is on. Arm circles. Reverse. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't round that low back. Bend those knees. Take a break. 1 minute rest, and we're starting that workout. First movement we got, push-ups into superset, your ratio. Superhero squeezes, superhero flutters. You won't need your step for a couple rounds, so you can put it wherever. You can stack it up front if you want. Plenty of space up here. All right, 15 seconds. Remember, push-ups. Make that chest be where you're feeling that stretch, where you're feeling that push through. Shoulder blades back and down, hands under the chest. Control. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Back to the shoulder blades back and down. Stay braced, keep those glutes on. Nice. Good job. Keep that quality. Switch, squeezes to flutters. So we're down, extended. You can do one squeeze and do a few flutters if you want, or you can stay with one or the other. Up to you. Make sure on that flex, you're squeezing equally from left side to right side. Push-ups. One set done. Nice, stay with it. On that squeeze, get up, get up, get up. Pay attention, are you leaning to one side or the other? Keep it even. Push-ups. go, y'all. Good job. Remember, take breaks as you need as you get tired. Tension in that chest, hands shoulder width apart. Don't get them too narrow. Squeezes into those flutters. Really squeeze those scapula back together. Try to feel the muscle do the work, not the momentum. Push-ups. Last set, y'all. Let's go. Good job, keep that quality. Squeezes, flutters. Let's go. Almost to the next rest period. Stay braced. Pelvic floor is up and in. Core strong. Take a break. Woo. Nice work, guys. That's a toughie right there. All right. Hinge rotation rows into that tricep. Mountain climbers, that animal pose push-up, and T opener. Your own ratio here, whatever you want. Remember, if you're still not as comfortable yet with the RDL or the bent over row, you can just do one or those other. You don't have to put them together. 25 seconds, and we're vibing. Remember to keep that brace up strong. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this one, when you're doing it, you're not coming all the way up. You're just coming up to about here and squeezing, and then going back down, up. So you're staying in that bent over position mostly. Good job. Don't round that low back though. Good job. Here, come up, twist, squeeze, rotate back down, up, twist, squeeze. Tricep, mountain climbers, animal pose push-up into those T openers. So you do a few. For that animal pose, floor squat, forward, push-up. Nice. And then you can put in that T opener. Your own ratio here. Hinge rows. We're up. Job, don't round that low back. Keep that core pulled in. Nice. Tricep. Woo. Let's go, y'all. Find that tempo. Hinge rows. Back up. Tricep. We got this. Hinge rows. Last set, y'all. Tricep. Last one. Keep those scapula strong and together. Whole time, take a break. Woo. Halfway through, y'all. This is where we have that step. We don't have the mat. You can get your mat out of your way if you want. We don't have weights either. Remember, absorb that landing with those muscles. Don't just land hard on the joint. We're all feeling strong today, yeah? So strong, so strong. 15 seconds. Controlled switch jumps. When we say the controlled version, you're just moving a little bit slower, a little bit more powerful in your jumps and landings. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So one foot's in front, you're jumping down, absorbing it, floating back up onto that opposite. Nice. Try to land on the red line every time if you can. Work on that coordination with that explosiveness. Nice. Toe taps off to the side. We're here. You can move side to side if you want a little bit more coordination work. If your ankles are hurting, you can be here. You can always alternate it. Switch jumps. Woo. Find your own tempo. Stay braced. Toe taps. Woo, Nelly. Switch jumps. Woo. Halfway, y'all. Toe taps. Oh, let's go. Stay with it. Find your tempo. Keep it. Jumps. Woo. Let's go. Find that tempo. You need to take a break. Take a break. If you're feeling good, let's go. Maybe not good, but. Toe tapped. Let's move. Stay with it. Take a break. Keep that. A little bit of movement. Nice job, yos. Get that step out of here. All right, it's core time. Keep that little bit of movement. On those rolls, make them as smooth as possible. We're down. Keep that chin tucked so you don't hit your head on the floor on that roll. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Level 1, 2, or 3 here. Up to you. As you get tired, if you need to, you can grab onto those legs. Leg drops. Low back press into the floor. Feet are up. Just controlling them down as far as you can keep that low back. Contact with the floor. And then back up. If that's too difficult, you can do one leg at a time. Doesn't have to be both at the same time. Controlled rolls. That core is about to be burning, y'all. Pelvic floor's up and in. Keep that core strong. Don't let that low back poof out. Keep it pulled in. Leg drops. Low back into the ground. Pelvic floor up and in. Rolls. Woo. Halfway there, y'all. Make that roll as smooth as possible. We're just playing, you know, we're just rolling around, having a good time. Leg drops. I always think if someone walks by looking, we're just rolling like, what are they doing? As you get tired, remember, you can do one leg at a time. Keep that low back pressed in. Pelvic floor up and in, core is engaged. Rolls. Last set, y'all, come on. Keep that quality. Pay attention on that roll. Are you rolling to the right every time or the left? Keep it centered. Stop. Stay with it. Stay with it. Leg drops. Last one. Let's go, y'all. You can put your hands on your core. Is it on? Take a break. Woo. My peeps at home, nice work today. My peeps in class, way to crush it. Nice. Good job. Nice work today. Good job. Oh, missed it. Nice job today. Cool down. Stretch time. As you're cleaning, we'll help out facilities. If you see any black streaks on the floor from the weights, the step, anything like that, we'll scrub them up just so they don't have to. And as you're cleaning up, starting to work on slowing that breathing down. Breathing in through the nose, down into the belly. Exhaling out through the mouth. Whenever you're ready, feel free to take your time. We're going to start with those deeper breaths, inhaling in through the nose on the way up. If you want to keep your mat out for stretching, feel free. You don't need to. Remember, on that inhale, bring that breath down into the belly. Let that belly expand. Blow it out. On that next exhale, or whenever you're ready, we're going to pull that right arm across, keeping that scapula back and down, looking for that stretch in the shoulder. Through all these stretches, keeping that slight brace posture, keeping those breaths, stretching and holding that stretch a little further on each exhale. Is anybody sore anywhere from last class? Glutes, legs. We'll hit that on the stretching. Go and release and switch. Try to keep in mind, think of the stretching as just another part of the workout, working on developing more flexibility, more more mobility in those joints. When you're ready, go and release. Pull that first arm behind. Grab that elbow, stretch that tricep. You can bring that hand in between those scapula. Biggest thing with this one, we don't want to be collapsed down. Really open up. When you're ready, go and release and switch. Bring those hands behind the back, interlock those fingers, shoulder blades back and down, chest up and open. We're gonna roll that head and neck. If you find a spot that's really tight, feel free to keep it there. When you're ready, go and release. Inhale up and in. And on that exhale, we're going to drop down into that full floor squat, pushing those hips back. Working on getting those heels down onto the floor. If you can't quite get those heels down, that's okay. Keep the weight on those hands a little bit. Work your way a little bit deeper over time. Once you have those heels down, feel more inner thigh stretch, elbows to the inside knees, palms together, press those palms down until you get as far into that stretch as you're wanting. Feel free to keep that little bit of movement here. Keep that hip, ball, and socket, get a little movement. When you're ready, we're going to drop it down and roll onto our backs. From here, we're going to take that right ankle and foot, bring it up onto that left quad. If that's already a good stretch, you can stay here. If you want a little bit more stretch, you can grab either the hamstring or the shin, pulling that knee up to chest, stretching through that glute. Try to keep that weight even on the back. Try not to roll over to one side. And breathe. You can release that leg, let it drop back down, drop that ankle and foot onto the floor, bring that opposite ankle and foot up onto that quad. Same thing, if that's a good stretch, you can keep it there, or you can reach through, grab the hamstring or the shin, pulling that knee to chest. Whenever we do pigeon stretch, this is a good alternative. If pigeon stretch is ever a little too much for the day or a little painful, you can move into this. That leg down. We're going to drop both legs fully down to the floor. And then we're actually going to bring that right knee back up to that armpit or the chest. You can bring a little inside or outside, wherever you find that best stretch through that hamstring. And when you're ready, we're going to pull that knee across all the way over to the opposite side of the body, keeping that arm and shoulder down. Remember to breathe. Also try to keep that extended arm, that palm down. We don't want the palm up. Rotate that palm down. As you're ready, go and release that leg back to center. Give it one more hug to the chest or armpit. And then go and let it fall down, bringing that opposite knee up to chest or armpit. Pull that knee close to the body. Breathe through that first stretch. Then as you're ready, go and pull that knee across the opposite side. Keeping that arm, shoulder, and palm down. And breathe. Try to make every third or fourth inhale a little bit deeper. Find where you're holding that tension. And exhale it out. As you're ready, slowly bring that knee back to center. Give it a pull into the armpit or chest. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and release that leg. And slowly can make your way back to standing to finish with those breaths. These stretches aren't exhaustive, so if you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free. But we're running out of class time, so we're going to finish these last 3 breaths as a final thank you to yourself for showing up today. Giving your body a little bit of movement, a little bit of love. Nice job today, everybody. Great work. 2 classes down, 6 of the way through the session. If you're with us online, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe for updates if you just want to be notified when class goes live. If you're here in person or online, don't forget your homework. Good solid dinner tonight. Drink lots of water, at least those 6 hours of sleep, and we'll see you Monday. Have a nice night.